Circle of Death, and we are live. How you feeling?
Yo, yo.
Yeah, so we're here. This is the first episode of the BTB Pod. Um, just to before we get into it, I really want to explain what exactly this is about. This is BTB Pod is specifically for industry professionals, right? And the industry professional we have today is Doe from the Go. Doe from the Go is a marketing guru out of the Chicago market, outside of the Chicago market too. From Phoenix to Miami to LA to New York, it doesn't matter where you're from. There's somebody that knows his name. Um, I know him personally through his mentorship. Reached out to him last year. We started working together, ended up being partners, and here we are today, right? Where I'm able to have an in-depth conversation with him. So, with all due, here's Doe. He's working on a lot of dope projects, whether it be his clothing line, bag language, all the way down to collaborative projects that actually lift a lot of independent artists from Chicago, called 1541. And we're going to talk about all of that today. But here's Doe from the Go. I'll let you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Let's start there.
Man, I'm blessed. I'm great, man. I'm in a great space. You know what I'm saying? Everything's lovely, man. I can't really complain right now, given the circumstances. So, the Lord is great.
Yeah, man. How are you holding up during this coronavirus? I ask everybody this. Like, what are you doing to stay busy? Because during these
Really,
times,
go ahead. Really just sticking to the strip. You know what I'm saying? Like, just sticking to what I know, man. You know what I'm saying? Being aware, you know what I'm saying? Keeping my eyes open, but at the same time, still serving my purpose and, still working.
right? I think a lot of times, um, for me, like the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to the situation is like the Michelle Obama quote, though, when they go low, you go high kind of thing, right?
Right.
And I say that because when everybody's slow, when everybody's moving slow, that's when you got to be moving fast. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's like, I don't know, that just sounds like that's basic knowledge to me personally. And it works, right? Like even right now, it makes you find a way. And actually an easier way with this streaming podcast. So
Yes,
definitely.
sir. Yes, sir. Congratulations on that too. I want to tell you, man, I love what you're doing, man, and what you're becoming. So, major salute to you, brother.
Oh man, for sure, man. So I mean, since we are talking about the coronavirus, in what ways? Because like not only are you a producer, you do marketing, you do pretty much everything. You also curate events, right?
Yeah.
So how did this affect your business in any way? What were you work? Did it fuck up any projects you had going on or?
Yeah, it fucked up. It fucked up a couple of things. We had some stuff brewing for South by. Obviously, that didn't go well. Currently today, throughout the 20th, I'm supposed to be in Denver doing my yearly events in Denver. And then I had some other events, after that in some areas and some markets. So it's shut that down, but it hasn't shut down the creative process or the still grind. So the
Right.
only thing that got lost was just some trips, some room and board, and some finances. But it's nothing a real hustler can't
It's
plow.
what we prepare for, right? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what we
yeah,
prepare for.
yeah. We're ready either way.
I mean, speaking of just like um just working, hustling, right? Stacker Starve mixtapes is just probably one of the most influential brands that have come out of Chicago, right?
Right.
Um Mixtape brand, very culturally influential. And right now we're doing a revamp for it. What does
Exactly.
that entail? What's new? What are we getting? How are we shifting the culture this time?
The rebranding is basically, kind of like sticking to the same thing as before, but this time just branding artists that are a little more diverse,
Mm,
not the drill. So we're still rebranding some drill artists, but at the end of the day, we're still gonna move with some artists and musically directions that's different than what the people know the brand for. We also had planned to do some events this summer and do an award show to like remind people of what we've done in the past successfully,
yeah.
and basically just kind of like take it to the next level when it comes to the merchandise and distribution of new music.
Yeah, for sure. I think that there's a huge market in independent artists. I think that people are getting not tired of commercial music, but wanting a little bit more and
Yeah,
wanting a little bit more than what's dished in front of their face, right? So people are jumping on places like SoundCloud and AudioMac and finding these new artists and sticking with them. Like people are having pride in finding artists that nobody has ever heard before. And that's why I love Stacker Starve mixtapes, is because just to be someone that's able to nurture those talents, and see those talents before anybody else can see them, because a lot of people are fucked up in the head where like they'll only like a song because they homie like a song. You get
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it takes a real like music head for one, and let alone an exec eye, an
for
A&R
sure,
eye. You know what I'm saying, to be able to pull what you pull off. So
for sure.
definitely highly respected for sure.
Absolutely, DJ. We got to get a DJ credit when it comes to eyes and ears as well, because without the
Mm,
DJ, none of this would be possible. So salute all my DJs, man. Y'all know how I'm real big on like my DJ relationships and
yes, I
my
wanted
art.
to mention that. I wanted to
Yeah.
mention that. Like Doe from the Go, the reason why he's Doe from the Go, or a lot of the reason why he's Doe from the Go, is because of his network, and a lot of that entails a lot of DJs, and
Absolutely.
just having that network of DJs that are actually physically putting that music into people's ears,
Mhm.
is huge, and
Yeah.
it's what makes you you, right? And
Mhm.
for sure. So how did you start getting that network, and what are things that you do to nurture that network?
I started basically just by realizing that it's about the DJ first and foremost. I mean, the parties can't shake, the tapes can't come out, and the music can't be played without the DJ. My formula is just keeping it 1,000 with the DJ, really making it about them. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a DJ, it's not really about you at the end of the day. It's really about
Right.
them. You make everything about the DJ, and that's not saying you know, uh, kiss a bunch of ass, pause. That's just saying, when you go in and link up, or when you go and chop it up with a DJ, just get to know the DJ, and just come out and support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Support leads to support. So I always say, it's not about the immediate play my record, but you go fuck with a DJ and hang out a little bit, even just get on that level, eventually, you could take it there and, get your shit played, especially if you got your shit together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And it takes being like, to get to this level, and anybody who wants to get into the music industry, period, as an exec, an A&R, a manager, like, you have to know whether you love it or not.
That's right.
Because the things that he's talking about and what he's doing, he loves in order to do. You don't keep relationships up with people that you don't want to fuck with. You get
That's
what
right.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's just how it works. If you're trying to get into this business, just make sure you love music, because you're gonna fall flat. And if you don't, you'll get exposed by people like me and him.
Fact.
You know?
Yes, that's my dish, man. Just linking up with the DJ, making it about the DJ. Whether it's incentives, I love to gift all my DJs. The DJs know, man. I go out my way to make sure they have things, or make sure they're okay. From any level, man. Whether it's a drink, a simple support post, whatever I can do to show that respect and that love. I'm always down to keep it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Since we are talking about DJs, since we are talking about excuse me, turn it off, bro. Since we are talking about DJs, how let's talk about different types of DJs, right? Whether it be club DJs, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk
Mixtape
about that.
mixtape DJs, club DJs, house DJs, resident DJs. It's different levels to the DJ game. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
differences.
Yeah, it's DJs that just talk and host. You know what I mean? It's just whatever your thing is to control the crowd. You do it how you do it, and you do it in your realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, what kind of DJs do you generally fuck with? Like, do you really fuck with the club DJs?
I fuck with all DJs. If you're a DJ and you're doing your thing, obviously you're in it for the culture first and foremost. Secondly, just making people dance or making people feel good, and then third, to support the artist. So if you rocking like that, I'm rocking with you.
Yeah, for sure. And I kind of want to transition that to the current Chicago market, right?
Yeah,
And and what that entails as far as every level, right? Like,
right.
what does the temperature look like between artist, producer, videographer, you know what I'm saying, graphic artist? Like, what is it looking like? Where is it going to you?
When you say going, you mean like direction wise?
Correct.
I feel like everything can be reinvented every 2, 3, 4, 5 years. But when I say that, we all take pages out of people we admire's book. You know what I'm saying? So, things come back around. Like, retro always comes back, with the fades, even music. Now it's like a lot of melodies that are being more simpler. It's just the 808 expansion on it. It's just all about staying innovative and creating and trying to blend the past with the new. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Yeah, I think that Chicago's known for that. Just a sample. I mean, like what Kanye and a lot of what No ID did, right? They kind of made that. They made that. What do I want? How do I want to call it? That foundation for us, and we
Absolutely.
kind of go crazy with it. But we
Yeah.
have to do better. And I slightly talked about this yesterday on my regular podcast. Just saying that we need a little bit more than that, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that this is a time for managers to really step it up, right? A&Rs to really step it up out of the city, because it's going to be up to us to make sure that our talent is put on a commercial level and a respectable level, right?
Right.
Because I do believe that this is that time for the city, very similar to when Andre 3000 was at the Source Awards, right?
And
And
South got something to say.
Atlanta got something, the South got something to say. And I think that this is that time for Chicago, and Chicago has something to say. But I don't think that's going to happen if we don't get it together. I think that a lot of the executives need to start stepping up. You know what I'm saying? It can't be just us doing it.
Yeah.
We need more.
Yeah. Well, it's a role playing society. I mean, whatever you're great at, you just focus on your strengths.
Yeah.
Your weaknesses behind. You know what I mean? So I think that when the greatnesses collide, and collab, greatness happens.
Yeah. Let's talk about let's talk about work that can be done, right? And I'm gonna, like, your projects is essentially that, right? Mineral water, right? Mineral water is like close to detox in anticipation. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers is waiting for mineral water, right? But it entails the cross pollination between big brands and little brands. So I'm gonna let you take the floor when it comes to mineral water, and kind of talk about what it means for the culture and what it personally means to you.
Well, I think the reason why I keep delaying that project is just sometimes I run into those self issues of being sure. Also, just nervousness about a project that I've been holding as like a baby. You know what I'm saying? So I've built the confidence up to kind of like go ahead and punch the missile on it. You know what I'm saying? I think that comes with time and that comes with sureness. And I'm ready. Quality is everything. And I feel like that was another thing too, quality, and then the business aspects of something like that. I feel like,
Right.
nothing should be rushed, but I feel like do whatever you seek to do when the time is right. And I feel like it's just time. I remember my homie Will Gates, he was just telling me, man, like, come on, man, just drop that shit. Like, come on, bro, put it out.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, it ain't never gonna be. He was like, ain't gonna be a good time. He was like, just put that shit out.
It ain't gonna be what you want it to be, type shit. And
Yeah.
that's the truth. Like, there's a lot of people who are really hard on themselves,
Yeah.
Excuse me. Apparently, Johnny Depp has never saw a movie that he's acted in because of how hard he is on himself.
Yeah. I think that comes with just being a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay to be. For real.
Being someone of like quality and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I mean, coming from there, I mean, there's good ways to, and let me preface this a different way. There's different types of ways to market your music. When it comes to mineral water, what do you plan on doing? What are you doing? I think that a lot of people, when they have projects, they know how to make a project, but they don't necessarily know what to do with that project, right?
Yeah, a project is a project. So with me, and this is just my scenario, I have to be able to give all of my listeners more than the music. The music, I'm confident that they'll love, but I want to be able to have incentives surrounding the music.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember just being like 5 or 6, and I had the Michael Jackson red and black jacket, and then I had the button, and then I had the album, and so I had like a multitude of things. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to take it back to that era where, with the Mineral Water project, you're gonna get a vinyl, you're gonna get a tape, a comic book, you're gonna get a merch piece, you're gonna get a lot of different things that just surround it. The documentary, just a full experience of the Mineral Water album, so that it's not just an upload on fucking DistroKid and it's out. I
And
want
see
I
what it
want
do.
I want it to be special in that sense where it's gonna last. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. Um, and through that, we're gonna be how much street marketing is entailed, how much social media marketing is entailed. How what do you depend on those things? Do you depend on your personal network as far as like peer to peer? How
Mm.
like what do you like? What is that? What does that look
I,
like?
I like to I like to play tennis. You know what I mean? So I'm the type of person that just I'm just ready for any scenario. So I won't rule anything out. So if it's gonna be ads ran digitally, I'm with it. If it's gonna be lifestyle promotions in the street, I'm with that. If it's gonna be blast, I'm with every type of way that it comes, and you just got to be ready for whatever hits you. So if
Mm.
something fails, you got other things that's moving one way or another, make it happen. That's just how I do it. I mean, there's no rules to success.
Mhm.
Like you can get there as long as you push.
Yeah.
Thing you push, it will succeed.
Yeah, there's different ways to market, man. I mean, what do you think about the trolling marketing scheme, marketing way, right?
I'm
A lot of
not,
what Young Chop is doing.
yeah, I'm not one to judge. At the end of the day, entertainment is just the formality of today.
Mm,
So if the viewer will be entertained if it's entertaining to watch.
mm,
You know what I mean? So that's my response to that. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And if you don't like, viewing it or watching it, then there's
it's
other
not
outlets that you can.
it's not for you. I think that one of the like I think what people need to understand is that when you're jumping on Instagram, when you're jumping on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you got going on, it's you're entering the entertainment business, right?
Right.
So it's like there's a quote from Kevin Hart. I forgot what radio interview this was, but he says 99.99% of the time everything's curated. Every argument, every slap, every whatever, and like just can't take it that seriously. Like people like Young Chop's not gonna kill nobody. Ain't nobody gonna kill Young Chop. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Shout out
business. Shout out to Chop. You know what I'm saying? Chicago stand up.
It's hard, man. I feel like the city, we really gotta
Hey,
we got a champion Chop, man. Chop is that's our guy. We
he's
can't
talented. He's
can't forget,
talented.
we can't forget, and we can't never forget. When you carve something in this motherfucking culture, you have a place in this shit. So we can't forget that. You know what I
Straight
mean?
up.
Shout out
Chop, Chop, if you are listening to this, I want you to know that Chicago, we got your back, bro. Whatever you need, we got you. You come from us, so we're gonna make sure you good no matter what's going on. You feel me?
yes, sir.
We're gonna leave it at that. Let's talk about more projects, right? 1541. What's that about?
Shout out my business partner Ruby Wilson, R Wilson Management. This is a collaborative effort. We took 15 hot artists from the city. It wasn't about the following. It wasn't about none of that politic bullshit. These are just artists that me and Ruby believed in. 15 artists. Then we got 4 producers, and this is gonna combine to be one project, 1541. So it's gonna be something real special for the city, man. It's one of those projects that should be anticipated as well for the summer. You know what I mean? A lot of hits on it. We got some great producers, man. Shout out Brew, shout out Malachi, Prince Beats. It's going down, man. Like it's something to be excited about.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the experience it gives people. Like by the block, we're all about self-sufficiency, right? And showing artists that there's a little bit more, or showing them how to, right? Like some of these artists probably never had a producer that's just throwing them beats and never had that luxury, right? Some
Right.
of these artists have never been in a studio before. Some of these artists have never had a music video before, right? So just exposing them to those experiences could get them to start being addicted to those experiences, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in turn, be self-sufficient, right? And learn how to get the money together to buy that good video and know what's better, right? And that's why I think that this project is really good, not only for the people involved, but good for the culture, right?
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
not only are they making the album, you guys are going to be touring, right?
Yeah, so
You
yeah,
guys,
tour, obviously it's gonna be, we're gonna document the making of it. You know what I mean? Like I said, another dope project that we're cooking up. It's gonna be something special. You know what I mean? So 1541 album coming soon. Shout out all the artists, what I'm saying, involved. Y'all can check out the Instagram, and we got the website. It'll be up Monday, the merch. Everything's working.
yeah, for sure. So I want to talk a little bit about up and coming artists, right? Uh, what advice if you wake up in the morning, if you woke up this morning and wanted to be a rapper, what are you researching?
I'm never gonna wake up in the morning wanting to be a rapper, bro.
Well, I'm saying, what can an artist do if they woke up one morning and said they wanted to be a rapper? What can they do to start their career? Before coming to you, before coming to looking for an opportunity, what does an artist have to do before they even ask anybody for anything?
I truly think they should take a year, 12 months. They should take a year and just study the game. When I say study the game, I mean truly study it and break it down and dissect it for yourself, knowledge wise, as to how things go. Then once you've got that information, start to indulge in networking, building contacts, and coming up with an approach on how you plan to execute. That's the best answer I can give. You know what I'm saying?
And that's 100% true. And what
And
he literally said,
everything from there lines up. But I'm gonna tell you right now. This game is all about who you know. Okay? You don't have no fucking relationships, shit is dead. It's cooked. Yeah. So, that's all I can say. Get your networking together, but first and foremost, educate yourself on this business.
The biggest advice that I've ever gotten in my life was from my professor when I was studying recording arts over at Tribeca, Chuck Kawah. He said that any game that you're in, whatever field that you're in, the game is 70% personality and 30% talent.
Absolutely.
Like, it's all about how you are with people. It's about your network, just what he was saying,
Talent is something great to appreciate.
Yeah.
But the know-how and a mindset is too.
But everything he just said is what I did within the last couple years, and then why I'm sitting here today talking to execs, right? But I did it on accident, right? I went 10 to 12 years studying the game, not even knowing I was studying the game. I was just passionate about hip hop, right? And I met this man right here, right? And he started bringing me to Def Jam events, and I'm seeing people's managers that I saw in documentaries and shit, and I'm seeing execs and shit, and I know who's who, and it helped me so much in developing my network, because I was able to relate people on a different level because they didn't know I've been watching them for the last 5-10 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Studying. You gotta study sometimes. I studied. You know what I'm saying? I studied just being a fan of hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and being a fan of not just the music but the business process. Like how does this work? How does this go? Yeah. Okay, who's that over there? What does he do? What's his job? Okay, who faking, who not faking, who real, who 1,000, who doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel about multiple streams of income as far as the industry goes?
It's the greatest thing. It's the best thing. It's like, you're never supposed to just, wait on one thing, because it could fall, and then that's that one thing you was waiting on. You got to hustle, as many ways as possible to keep it coming in, because it got to keep going out, especially when you're investing into something of your own. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't mind, what different streams of income do you have that you're okay with sharing, and why do you have them? Because like a lot of times for me, like a lot of the like the adventures that I go on, like say I'll go on the clothes so I can have clothes, right? The adventures that I go on kind of benefit the lifestyle that I want, right? So what is that to you?
Uh, Again, it's multiple. So it could be the clothing, it could be consulting, being an account holder, doing, mix show or like lifestyle stuff for labels. It could be, my multiple businesses that I have, which are I do like some construction stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's like with boarding and rehabilitations. And that's just on the side. I'm just getting my feet wet. Just got in the water game, you know what I'm saying? So the water, hydro water, it's a new hustle right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We're doing what we're doing with hydro.
Hydro water out now.
And again, I still have, publishing and things like that and revenues and streams that come in under the Music Act as well. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of like have a diverse way of, really getting to it. So that's my thing.
No, I love it. And I think, and if you missed it, it just takes starting, right?
And I'm a guy that tries other hustles too. I got stores on Poshmark and that does this thing, man, as far as sneakers and all that shit. With me, it's just multiple things that I just hop into as a hustler.
Right.
So, it's no stopping to get into it.
No, for sure. Since we are here, and we've been talking about up and coming artists and music and stuff like that, I have a couple songs we're gonna do light reviews on, just because he is a consultant and this is one of his venues where he helps artists come up. So if you do want your art, your music to be deeply dissected and broken down and to the next level, you can reach out to him. We'll have all of his Instagrams, etc., on the tags. But we're gonna lightly review a couple songs.
Sure.
The first one is we're looking at from Jordan, Jo. He was on the pod yesterday, actually.
Wow.
Shout out to Jo. He does have the new segment within Noel's podcast called Into the Track, where a producer makes a beat live, and a producer makes a beat live, and a rapper hears the beat live, writes live, and then we actually get the song produced, and we drop it on the next episode. So that's where we're at with that. Sorry, let me just get some stuff set up so we could play this music.
No doubt.
So that's what we hear, right? So this first one is from Jordan. We're looking at You Hot, huh? And don't get offended if we don't play the whole song, people. We're just gonna play a verse, you know what I'm saying?
Give it that 90-second run, you know what I mean?
We're not gonna be here all day. So let's go. I don't know. Let me know if you can hear that. Wait, it's not there yet. Hold on. Why did it stop? Run it back. Refresh.
Bring it back.
You know. Just learning for the load. It's loading up right now. Boom. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Okay, iTunes. Since when you? Here we go. You can hear that, okay? It's a sample. I already like the sample.
Stacks on me, yeah, we wavy. Multitudes on multitudes, they crazy. I flock to the flock, let it knock, but I'm not top notch. If the block isn't blazing, you high. 30 stacks on me, yeah, we wavy. Multitudes on multitudes, they crazy. I flock to the flock, let it knock, but I'm not top notch. If the block isn't blazing, you high. Oh, you high, huh? You high, huh? Oh, you high, huh? Parable. What? Parable. I'm about to do what I'm here to do. Talking about me, I'm not hearing you. Masses of people that care who you are.
Bars.
I cannot run your bars. I cannot get with that. How you deliver that? This is the journal I'm tearing it from. No book, crooks, hate think they the hardest. Hook, To be honest, tell you where my heart is. I know I rose.
Hard. J.O. Hard. Bars, you know? Like,
fuck with it. Hard beat, you know. Yeah, it stands out. Probably like I can see him performing that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I got one more.
Hard bop to it.
No, for sure. For me, I think that J.O. I know him personally, so my review is gonna be a little bit more in depth. He just like that's his energy, and he's very consistent, you know. So I don't mind it. Like keep consistency. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
So this next one is from Keen UNG, right? And I have the song name. It's just loading up right now.
Word.
Where is it at? Come on, buddy. Doesn't have a song, doesn't have a name. It's just a snippet. So it's it's about 2 minutes.
So he sent you an unknown track?
Yeah, he didn't send me a name to it.
I'm gonna speak on that after I hear this.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree.
Tonight we gon' dance, the devil's weaving. I'm believing that the righteous feet are no working. We ain't sicking. I don't pick, check to listen, disclose the demons. Just a rapper leaving my message in a little deeper depths in the flesh. Neck, Afro, holding, letting the castle guess. That's the luck of the raffle. I ain't really coming down. That's the proof of the back. Biting the nigga, RN on vital. Highly and my terrorist tuck nigga on far. And your man with the wallet, we ain't really spark. Down the park. Why? Cause he got half the car. Back, no lie. I'm in Cali, jewel, cold Cajun. Won't get a fire guy style nigga, fried old Asian. Eat up anything moves.
I liked it. I just feel like it just needs to be actually recorded. But where's? Sorry, I just tweaked on me. I like that, but I just feel like it had to be recorded. It just didn't sound good mixed. Like if it didn't sound like he had like punch-ins or anything like that. So like I guess for me it's just just quality, right? Just making sure that your music is ready to be put out before it's ready to be put out, right? Mind you,
you got to properly tag it and make sure you name it correctly, because that's an automatic trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for label execs, like even if you don't know what the name is, like just have a name on there, right? Just make some shit up, and have your name there so they know who the fuck they're coming back to, right? You never know who's listening, you never know who's watching. I do know Keen personally. Like the music, he makes really good music. We're just gotta work on the quality, right? And we're all gonna get there.
And the production could be a little better. I feel like it sounds a little dated to me.
Dated.
Yeah, dated. It sounds like some mid 2000s, like it sounds like some early Tech Nine or shit, something like that, like early Tech Nine, like when he first came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Unless he's trying to feed that market, then so be it.
I mean, it's definitely it's something for that market for sure.
For sure. I mean, he's fucking Tech Nine still eating. Tech Nine is definitely still eating.
So
yeah. Speaking of I wanted to talk about another hustle you have that I really like. Bag Language. Bag Language is a high quality fashion brand. I will let you speak more on it than I am. You actually have the hat on right now, so
yeah. And the new drop, we just dropped this last Saturday. You can go shop baglanguage.com. You know what I'm saying? It's a new design right here. We just dropped. It's getting a lot of hits, man. A lot of people loving the new design. Mm-hmm. I've been at the brand for like 8 years now. I'm in the space now where I'm ready to evolve on a major level. We took our time with this brand. It's not a brand that I wanted to saturate, nor did I want to have it in a bunch of stores. I kind of wanted to keep it, special and clubbish, meaning like something that's more unique and more just kind of minimal and limited. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Bag Language is a LTD, is limited. So everything that we do, from the pieces to the hats, sometimes they're one-on-ones like this hat. Like sometimes there's certain things that we do just to be special in a sense. So we plan to convert this brand into a bag brand. So in the fall, we are going to be launching our bags. We're doing everything from handmade leather bags, backpacks, duffels, fannies. It's going to be a great launch, man. So I'm looking forward to the bag conversion of Bag Language, and then we'll still have some apparel, but we're going to be focusing on those bags for sure.
Yeah, for sure I'm a cop,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I came up like everybody. You get the Gildens. I remember I had went to the mall, middle of the mall. I ordered like some hats, and then I brought them to the middle of the mall, and I had them stitch them in the middle of the mall. I
You gotta
remember.
find it until you find it, right? You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah. I remember the steps that we were taking before we became like a high end merchandise brand. You know what I mean? Now the presentation is like Macy's quality. Everything is like on that level now. You know what I'm saying? So I remember all those years though when I was trying to just figure it all out as far as how I wanted to just every time I came out, I wanted to do something bigger. So first year I started, whatever. Then the second year, I'm like, what can I do to level it up? And the
What were
third,
those? What were those things?
basically just kind of like test the product with consumers. You know what I'm saying? See the gripes and the complaints that they may have from the way it feels to the way it fits, or just the presentation. I know a lot of times when you tell somebody $40, they want to feel like it's worth shit 50 or 60 or 70 or 80 for that amount. So I learned that with quality, you gotta really sell something that's worth what you're selling it for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, I think that's a good note to kind of wrap it up with, just quality, right? And I
Quality.
think I think that touched a lot on what we talked about today. Whether it be the music review all the way down to like how you care about your work and doing the research, right?
Yeah.
Quality. You have to have quality in your work, because once you get to a certain level,
Gotta
um,
have,
it honestly does kind of depend on your work ethic, and you know what I'm saying, and your actual product, right? So um, the biggest advice is just to do your research, right?
yep.
Any last words? Any
And
last words for you?
quality is everything. I just want to keep saying that. Quality, quality, quality. You got to really ask yourself, am I ready yet? Am I ready to present this? Am I ready to sell this? Am I ready for the people to see this?
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's my thing, quality.
Yeah, and sometimes I even struggle with that, man. Like I got mentors. How many times I come to you or come to like people like my big homie Merk or whatever? I'll be like, man, I'm ready to go 100 miles an hour, and people like, yo, build you a little catalog and make sure it's right before you put it up.
You get A plus 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 just for the ambition and the energy and just the innovativeness. So that's understood from an energy standpoint. But I feel like for that reason, that's why it's gonna be that much special. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the vision.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for letting me do this and talk to you and pick your brain, man. Because that's
100, man.
all I.
I'm gonna definitely be back, because we got the
Yeah,
51 dropping, we got mineral water coming. So
for
I
sure.
definitely need to come back and really get extremely detailed with those projects when they do release. So whatever I can do, man, it's always love to the end. And I appreciate, man, by the block. We're here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, when you come back with this bitch gonna be lit up. We finna go crazy. You already know how
Yes,
the
sir.
intensity that we working at over here at By the Block. Everybody on the team,
Yeah. Oh
we're
man,
going crazy.
the brand is moving. Chicago, y'all know what it is, man.
Yeah, you
Support.
know what it is. So By the Block, Bag Language, Mineral Water, 1541, all that shit. I can't. There's
Hydro,
so many projects. Stacker Star, Hydro Water,
hydro,
Mercify. You feel me?
Mercify.
In this bitch. Let's get it, Chicago. Stand up. I love
Oh,
y'all.
peace.
Awkward.